Hello my gaming friends, this is Starlight Hunter for Spy Club. Today we're doing something different. We are actually getting some other love interest jewelry from Velnic Studio. And today we're going to be reviewing Silas's dragon bracelet. Now, before we begin with the unboxing, I do want to address a few things, and one is that there's nothing wrong with being a hardy girly. So even though my main is Xavier, I can still appreciate the other characters. Also, I'm allowed to have friends that appreciate the other characters. So we're going to do more of other love interests jewelry reviews as well, but we still will have this a mainly Xavier TikTok channel. So as per usual, Velnic Studios always packages their things beautifully and has lovely inserts. There were other items that I bought besides the dragon spine bracelet for Silas, but we will go over them on another day. Now, the first things that I did notice that was different this time around is that Silas's things were packed into these cute gray boxes and were put in a kind of a pink frame, if you will. It's a nice way to keep things suspended so it doesn't bump into anything and keep it protected. But I will note that the plastic film that's in the frame is very thin. I would dare say it's even thinner than your regular clear food wraps or saran wrap. So it's rather fragile, but it does do the job of keeping the jewelry in place. Now you can see here on first look that it's very beautiful. I love the white gold finish and it makes the piece look very shiny and polished. But then I ran into the first problem, which is the stuck bracelet links. So basically the majority of the links of each piece of dragon bone spine were articulated. You could move them, but there were two sets of links that were stuck to each other, and even though I kind of wiggled them around gently and tried to manipulate them, they just remained stuck to each other. And that included the links that had the connecting clasp. My second problem was opening the clasp of the bracelet itself. Now, the website on Velnic Studios gives you instructions on how to open the bracelet. It shows that you're going to pull back on the clasp by putting a fingernail in the groove. And I tried that and I noted that it was rather difficult to do because of two reasons. The first is that the latch is very tight, so there is a considerable amount of force that you need to pull it backwards to open the latch and get access to the hole underneath that link. The second problem is that the preceding spine link has a pointed section where it overlaps onto the latch button itself. So you can briefly see how it overlaps and how it tends to poke upwards, so it's stabbing into me as I am trying to pull on the latch. Now, you're also going to need to pull on the latch to insert the plug back in. You can't just jam it in or it'll destroy the mechanism. And so because it takes really two hands to close the link, I unfortunately was not able to put this bracelet on myself and wear it. Now, I had purchased, according to their sizing guide, the 6.57 inches, and based on their recommendation, I should go up to about 0.4 to 1.2 inches to ensure that I have an ideal bracelet size, and they also suggested to do that for a snug fit, which is what I wanted for my bracelet. I also took some time to measure out the bracelet itself against my steel ruler and my measuring tape. And I found that the length of the 6.5 is actually the length of the bracelet from the plug all the way to the tip of the last link and that spiky spine section there. However, we have to account for the fact that the plug actually goes into the hole and that the last link spine overlaps with the next link or interconnecting link. So that means the circumference of the actual bracelet when you want to fit it around your wrist or arm is going to be smaller. So you can see here in my measurement, when we measure without the length of the actual plug and then pull the measuring tape all the way to the hole, it actually only reaches up to about 6.2 inches. give or take a few millimeters. Now the circumference of my wrist is 5 inches, so it should fit no problems, but I just need somebody to put it on me. But this is also important if you plan on purchasing your own bracelet, to keep that measurement in mind. If you don't have someone to put that bracelet on you, I recommend buying a larger size and just measuring around your hand and your knuckles to see if the bracelet can slide over them. My suggestion to Velnic Studio and other jewelry makers out there that are making a similar kind of bracelet where the fit is supposed to be snug is to make the clasp magnetic. So it's much easier that the links will find each other, and then you can push them in or somehow latch it together magnetically so you can actually put it on one hand. As for the inserts that you see here, you can see again that they have stickers and little picture cards that are super cute. The picture cards for stylists are very pretty. They make them look like playing cards, and it has a metallic sheen to them. The only thing is when they packaged it with the little game chips, the game chips actually left a mark on those cards, so you can kind of see it in the sheen, which is unfortunate, but it's still very pretty. I unfortunately don't have a lot of stylist cards in the game, so I don't recognize these memories, but I really do love the artwork they picked, especially the second one that you see here, giving off Dante from Devil May Cry or Sephiroth from Advent Children vibes. If you know, you know. But if you happen to have those memories, please let me know what they're called. So my overall score for this bracelet is 3 out of 5 for the things that I mentioned before. Mainly because I can't even wear it right now because it takes, 2 hands or another person to put it on me. So unfortunately, I won't be able to wear it. But that won't stop me from putting it on my wall of Delulu. So let us know if you are planning on buying your own dragon spine bracelet and whether or not you have a way to put on the bracelet by yourself, or if you have a solution on how to make the bracelet better. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts. I hope to bring you more Love and Deep Space content very soon. Until the next video, this has been Starlight Hunter for Spike Club. Carry on and game on.